Box jellyfish, found mostly in the waters around northern Australia and throughout the Indo-Pacific, the box jellyfish is widely considered the most venomous marine animal on the planet. Its tentacles can stretch up to 3 meters and are covered in thousands of microscopic stingers that fire on contact. The venom attacks the heart, nervous system, and skin simultaneously, and in severe cases, a person can go into cardiac arrest within minutes. What makes it especially dangerous is how difficult it is to spot. The bell is nearly transparent, making it almost invisible in the water. Blue-ringed octopus. Small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, this creature carries enough venom to kill 26 adult humans, and there is no antivenom. It lives in tide pools and shallow reefs across the Pacific and Indian Oceans, often hiding in shells or under rocks. The blue rings it is named for only appear as a warning when the animal feels threatened, a vivid, electric glow that signals serious danger. Most things happen when people unknowingly pick one up, and the frightening part is that the bite itself is often painless, so victims may not realize what has happened until paralysis begins. Saltwater crocodile. The largest living reptile on Earth, the saltwater crocodile is not purely an ocean animal, but it regularly travels through coastal waters, estuaries, and open sea across Southeast Asia and northern Australia. Adults can exceed 6 meters in length and have the strongest bite force ever recorded in any animal. They are patient, intelligent hunters that use the water to their advantage, remaining almost completely still before striking with explosive speed. Attacks on humans, while not common, are nearly always fatal when a large individual is involved, and survivors are rare. Stonefish. The stonefish holds the title of the most venomous fish in the world. It lives along the ocean floor in shallow coastal waters of the Indo-Pacific, and its appearance is the key to why it is so dangerous. It looks almost exactly like a barnacle-covered rock or a piece of coral. People step on them without any warning. The spines along its back inject venom that causes immediate, intense pain, described as among the worst a human can experience. Without treatment, the venom can cause tissue death, temporary paralysis, and in some cases, heart failure. The great white shark. The great white shark has earned its reputation not through exaggeration, but through biology. It is the largest predatory fish on Earth, capable of reaching over 6 meters in length, and it is found in cool coastal waters across nearly every ocean. Its hunting strategy relies on speed and force. It typically strikes from below with a single powerful bite. While great whites do not actively hunt humans, the size of their bite alone can be fatal. They are particularly drawn to areas where seals and sea lions gather, and surfers are sometimes mistaken for prey from below. Cone snail. The cone snail is one of those animals that looks harmless enough to pick up from a beach, which is exactly what makes it so dangerous. There are around 700 species, and some of the larger ones produce a venom capable of killing an adult human. The snail fires a tiny, flexible, harpoon-like tooth from any direction, meaning simply holding the shell is not safe. The venom contains a complex mix of compounds that disrupt nerve signals in the body. And again, there is no antivenom. Death, when it occurs, usually comes from respiratory failure as the muscles stop responding. Lionfish. The lionfish is a striking-looking creature with bold stripes and long, fan-like fins that make it one of the more recognizable fish in the ocean. Those fins contain venomous spines, and a sting from one causes severe pain, swelling, and in rare cases, more serious symptoms including nausea and breathing difficulties. Native to the Indo-Pacific, lionfish have spread aggressively into the Atlantic and Caribbean, where they have no natural predators and have disrupted local ecosystems significantly. Their venom is rarely deadly to healthy adults, but the combination of their invasive spread and defensive capability makes them one of the ocean's more notable threats. Textile cone snail. While cone snails were mentioned broadly, the textile cone snail deserves specific attention as one of the most lethal individual species within that group. Named for the intricate geometric pattern on its shell, it is found across the Indo-Pacific and is responsible for the majority of recorded human fatalities from cone snail stings. The venom it delivers, called conotoxin, works rapidly and shuts down the nervous system in a way that current medicine cannot reverse with any targeted treatment. Despite the danger it poses, it is also one of the species being studied for pain management research, as some compounds in its venom have potential medical applications.
Moray eel. The moray eel is a common presence in tropical and subtropical reefs around the world, often hiding in crevices with just its head and open mouth visible. That open mouth is not aggression. Eels breathe that way,
but the image contributes to their fearsome reputation. They have a second set of jaws inside their throat that can extend forward to grip prey, a feature unique among vertebrates. Their bites are not venomous, but they are serrated and powerful, and because morays tend not to release once they bite, wounds can be deep and jagged. Infections following bites are common and can be more dangerous than the initial injury. Portuguese man-of-war. Often mistaken for a jellyfish, the Portuguese man-of-war is actually a colonial organism made up of multiple specialized creatures working together as one. The gas-filled float sits above the water, catching wind and drifting across the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans, while tentacles trailing below can reach up to 30 meters. Contact with those tentacles causes immediate burning pain, welts, and in rare cases, anaphylactic shock or cardiac complications. What makes it a persistent hazard is that detached tentacles washed up on beaches can still sting hours or even days after separating from the main body.
Flower urchin. Most sea urchins are a nuisance at worst, a painful step on a spiny shell. The flower urchin is different. It looks deceptively soft and colorful, covered in what appear to be small flowers or petals,
which are actually prehensile structures called pedicelaria. Each one can clamp down and inject venom, and the combined effect of multiple stings can cause severe muscle paralysis, respiratory distress, and has resulted in documented fatalities. It is found across the Indo-Pacific and is considered by some researchers to be the most dangerous sea urchin in the world, despite its almost decorative appearance. Beaked sea snake. Sea snakes as a group are highly venomous, and the beaked sea snake, also known as the hook-nosed sea snake, is among the most frequently encountered by humans. It lives in shallow coastal waters, estuaries, and river mouths across South and Southeast Asia, often found in fishing nets alongside the catch. The venom is potently toxic to muscle tissue, and a significant bite can lead to widespread muscle breakdown, kidney damage, and death if not treated quickly. Fishermen are the most common victims, typically bitten while removing the snakes from nets by hand.